They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
49-yard ball.
But every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defense. Going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Darryl Worley on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Cowboys nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
The Cowboy 1st down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
44-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
This time Jackson will throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Dobbins running out of the gun. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Ravens' second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 28-yard
play action. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jackson sacked.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Operating from the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 45-yard line.
Now Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
First down.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. Throwing again on second down. Prescott looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have pegged it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Daryl Worley up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Brown, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott from the gun. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Malik Harrison gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this time. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jalen Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The return man is Hill. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Prescott. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First down, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, we're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Ezekiel Elliott.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Prescott's pass intended for Blake Jarwin. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
To number 19.
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Lining up.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got him in. It's Brown. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now Prescott. This to Jarwin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Prescott to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down.
To the air again, Prescott. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Brown, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. One last shot for Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.